You what up? We're back with another Coco's Thoughts, episode 10. Hopefully, you're having a good day, good week, good month. Personally, I'm doing all right. Just experiencing like a lot of rain, and it's getting like a little bit warmer. It's unfortunately still like a 60-degree weather and raining, of course. But to be honest, I personally like the rain. Um, yeah. To be honest, rain weather is the best. I don't understand really all the why people dislike it. It's like perfect. You could just like, I don't know, look out your window and freaking watch the rain hit. I don't know, like some like body of water. Maybe you don't have to worry about like cleaning your car. Well, not really cleaning your car, but like washing your car. Um, I don't know the smell of it. I think the smell of rain is pretty pleasant. What other things is like good about rain? I don't know, it's just very comfortable weather. I mean, like compared to snow, you don't have to worry about uh, really having to like brush off your car or something, clear the windows. I mean, the only thing you need is like a good pair of wipers for your front windshield if you're driving. And also, if you're indoors, I mean, maybe you could get like a blanket if it's cold. And then, I don't know, comparing, I guess, sunny to rain. I mean, sunny you can go, like, go outside, I guess. And you have to worry about like getting rained out of something that just takes place outside, like a picnic or something if people do picnics. When is like the last time anybody's done a picnic? Do people still do picnics? I know when I like I used to go to a park with my dad. There was like a tennis court there. I don't think even then people did picnics. And it was like a decent park too. It had like a little man-made lake, which was incredibly nasty that some people let their dogs go swimming in. It was like incredibly murky. Uh, there's also a I don't know what you call it. It has like no walls, but it has like little wooden beams like holding up a roof. It's not. I don't think it's a gazebo. I don't know what it's freaking called, but whatever it is, it had like a bunch of benches and like a community stove. Well, not really that community stove, community grill that people could use. But I mean, I don't think anybody really want to use that because it probably like is really nasty. I mean, I have one at like my apartment and has little hammocks that you could use. But personally, I don't think I've ever actually seen anybody use it. I think I've seen people use the grill before because you can't freaking own a grill when you have an apartment. And having access to like grilled chicken and steak and the like, it's pretty tasty. It's better than freaking stovetop or air frying it. So I don't know. I haven't personally used it though. I've only like air fried my stuff. Also, I don't really want to. I don't want to use a grill that I don't know how to use because I'd rather not be the one who ruins it for everybody. Because I don't know how to operate a propane grill. Yeah, it's there. I don't really see people use it though. Maybe like one person a week. I think people used to actually no. There are. I think it's like usually like Sunday or Saturday. People would usually use it during like the summer. So yeah, at least it's getting used. Yeah. Also, speaking of freaking man-made lakes, around my apartment there's like a couple man-made lakes, and with all this rain, it's starting to like overfill to the point of where it's probably three or so, maybe like 3 to 4 feet away from the sidewalk. Nah, never mind. I wouldn't even say three. I would say like 2.5 to like 2 feet away from the sidewalk. And it's really funny because well, not really funny, but it's interesting to see that it's like supposed to rain again, probably like 3 days in a row. So I'm wondering if it possibly it's gonna like overfill and actually like overtake the sidewalk and get up to people's freaking doorsteps. I don't know. Obviously, like it's a bad thing because these people are just like living in these apartments and don't deserve to have their apartment flooded, especially in this state. The state's not supposed to flood, but freaking weather changes. I mean, apparently with weather changed so drastically that there was like tornadoes over like 75% of like the U.S. So it's getting crazy. I wonder what's up for freaking hurricane season. I can't remember the name of the hurricane that hit Florida before, but I wonder how it's going to be this year. Because I remember it only hit, I think it was like Orlando to Tampa to like the little top, like almost the top of Florida before dispersing. So now I wonder if it's going to actually go through Florida and what is it? I think it's like Minnesota that's like right above it, right? Or no, I think it's Georgia that's above it. I don't know why I said Minnesota. I'm pretty sure Minnesota is somewhere else. But yeah, it's gonna hit freaking Georgia, possibly. I wonder if they're doing any prep for that. Probably not. And suppose on to another topic. I wonder how much people freaking spend on food, like on average. Like, the, how often do people really cook for themselves? Cooking, you kind of like have to learn it. If you want to not really like live cheaply, but if you don't want to freaking overspend on food, you kind of learn how to do. You have to learn how to do it yourself. So I'm wondering, like, what's like the average cost for people to cook themselves, or how, or what's like the average cost of other people cooking for themselves? Like personally, like how much I would spend on food, maybe like per dinner. I would say is maybe around $10 or less, maybe like $10 to $8, but it doesn't count like how many servings the food makes for me. Like I can make a bag of ravioli that costs maybe $5, and it's like kind of nutritious. It has like spinach and cheese inside, and that usually lasts me about like 3 days. And then I have a pasta sauce with it, which isn't like too expensive, depending on like what brand you get, like a Barilla store brand or whatever. Just depends on like what flavor you want. Like you can even get a what is it? I forget the green stuff that you put on pasta, and I hate that. I'm Italian. And I forget its name. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my. I have to Google it. I hate that I forget its name. Um, I'm literally just gonna Google green stuff that you put on pasta. Oh, pesto. Man, immediately think of it before actually pressing enter. But yeah, you could have freaking pesto with it. You could put Parmesan cheese if you want. That's not too expensive. I mean, it's probably like what, like $5 maybe for a thing of Parmesan cheese. But it really you're spending. Well, you're not really spending, but you're using maybe like a couple cents worth of it every time you sprinkle it on your pasta. And then if you wanna add meat, adding meat isn't like too expensive. You get like a beef chunk, lean, whatever. Usually that's around, at least for me, it's like $2 to $3 for it. So I don't know. I just don't know the appeal of like Uber eating or buying like pre-made meals because apparently, at least like where my mom is, she's saying that people are spending upwards of like freaking 100 dollars for food that is not even like completely made. It You still have to cook your vegetables that are in the meal apparently, but if you have to cook your vegetables, that'll probably take like a couple minutes. If you have meat in the dish, the meat's gonna get cold, so you're gonna have to microwave the meat, which is already it's gonna make it not as nutritious because it's like lost like during the microwaving of the food. Also, it's not gonna taste the same as the amount that you're like paying for it. So I understand why people would ever do that. I mean, unless you have like so much money you don't really care. But even then, like, why would you buy $100 meal from somebody when you could just like you already made the effort to go out and get the food, right? So yeah, you could just like go out to eat, or well, not really go out to eat, but just get like takeout or something if you want to eat at home. Like even takeout's like not as expensive as like the $100 meal, which I highly doubt that it tasted like $100. So I don't understand people's freaking spending. And to be honest, I wish I had that freaking amount, man. I wish I had enough money to throw $100 at food and I guess be satisfied. But I don't think that person was satisfied by the $100 meal because you still had to cook it. You're better off buying like I don't know what what even what even costs like $100 that you could I guess like a steak, like a really good steak. What is the filet mignon? I guess you could buy a filet mignon for like $100 from a restaurant, and you'd probably like it more than the $100 meal that you bought from some person that you still had to cook. Another thing that I wanted to is how much do people spend on freaking Uber Eats too? Do people often use it? And it doesn't have to just be like Uber Eats, but like any app where you can order a meal or something. How often do people freaking use it? That's what I wonder. I don't know. I just cannot. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine spending more than like $10 on food. Really, Like especially if it's only like one part of the day, like dinner. I don't know. I think like the most I've ever spent on food was I went to some place that was downtown that had no, what was it? It was like a special type of meat. Oh, it was I think it was like buffalo or bison meat. And I went there for like Father's Day. And I footed the bill, of course. And it was like 50 something dollars per meal. And I think I got like I think it was like a bison steak, air quote. And it was not good whatsoever. It, I think the only thing I think they gave me like the worst part of the meat or something, but I only tasted fat. I feel like so I spent like freaking $50 at this like supposed nice restaurant. It was like kind of I think I was mainly paying obviously for all these restaurants and in general. You're mostly paying for the atmosphere, but like it was not worth the atmosphere. It was kind of like old like Wild West looking. The seats were hard to get comfortable in. They had like a bar in the center, but to be honest, I cannot see this restaurant with us, especially with how the food tasted, it ever getting more than maybe like 10 people indoors. And also they had outdoor seating somehow. So I I don't understand how this place that gets any business. But I don't know. But also my taste in like supposed like good eating out food is freaking Texas Roadhouse or Cracker Barrel. So I don't know. Maybe I just have garbage taste. I don't know if I ever go to either. Well, if I ever go to like Texas Roadhouse, I usually get like obviously just regular sirloin or whatever. I think get like 15. What is it? 15 inch or 15 centimeter? Or is it pounds? I don't. However they measure it, and then just like a side of like loaded fries times two because I don't get a salad. And then if I ever go to Cracker Barrel, I get like one of the breakfast specials or whatever with like an extra pancake. Maybe I'm basic, but anyways, I'm gonna get to like crap. Anyways, I'm just gonna move on to the freaking anime review segment. So for last year, which well not wait, no, it's this. It's like technically this year, but it's like last winter. Wait, no, never mind. Winter was this year because it literally just ended for spring. Never mind. I'm special. So winter 2023. I don't really watch every anime. I watch like snippets, and for the ones that I kind of watch entirely, except like the last episode, which I'm pretty sure I was spoiled on because I browse too many web spaces that have freaking anime spoilers. So Tomo-chan can't communicate. I think it was good. I I don't know how much if there is any left of the 4 koma manga that they have to animate. But I mean, personally, it seemed like it was kind of done. But I don't know. I still need to watch the last episode. Yeah, I mean, they had the obviously spoilers. They had the confession. They may or may not have kissed, but I mean, usually the confession is usually where like every manga freaking ends, anyways. But yeah, Tomo-chan was like pretty good for this season. I'd say it's like community. The comedy was funny. I do like the Bond character the most. It's like stupid, but also well, I would say like socially stupid, but like academically really smart. So it's like pretty much. Unfortunately, I don't have the freaking characters' names, but it's probably like one of the good parts. Well, it's one of the parts that I enjoyed. Moving on to the Angel Next Door. I didn't read it yet. Well, I didn't watch it yet, but I did read. Um, I feel like I read everything up to like the Cat Cafe, but I'm pretty sure I will enjoy it. So prematurely, I'm gonna give it a. I would say I'm being generous on my notes. I say 8 out of 10, but to be honest, I think it's probably gonna be like a 7. It just really depends on the intro and outro. I think the intro and outro is worth zero point 0.5 of a point because the I don't know. Usually after anime is done, I if I still listen to the intro or outro, I think it's worth something for the score. And I'm not enough into the story itself to know if it's missing out on anything from the manga because I know that for anime you can't really animate every scene. Like there was a train scene for Tomo-chan that I also saw on Reddit about the difference between wearing swimwear and underwear that they had apparently within the main character and the blonde chick. So yeah, I don't think they can animate everything. I think the only thing they had was just the Umi scene where they all said that this. I'm pretty sure they all said something about like the sea and how they were there, and then the black haired girl had to act excited or something. So obviously they left stuff out. They have to read to see. But I don't know. Moving on. I think the Angel Next Door will probably be decent. It's a pretty good bluff show. Very comfortable. Very much a comfort watch. Like wrap yourself in a blanket sort of thing. And moving on to like the actual show that I cared about this season, which was interesting enough, it was just an anime original. But it's also unfortunate that's an anime original. Buddie Daddies. Um, yeah, obviously spoilers. It was a good show. It was sad the way it ended because they had to for whatever reason kill off the mother, Misaki, the mother of Miri. I don't. I mean, I could like kind of understand why. I mean, Rio was sent to the apartment where Misaki and Miri were to get rid of the ties for Ray so that he could become a boss of the organization of assassins. So I mean like it kind of makes sense. but it is kind of unfortunate that Kazuki was not fast enough to save Masaki from freaking getting shot in the. I'm pretty sure he shot him like in the stomach, or shot her in the stomach. So that was kind of it was unfortunate because she also was trying to change her life for the better, so she could like take care of her kid, which she neglected, and then she like finally decided to make her homemade hamburg steak, which was Mary's favorite food. But I guess that's supposed to be like a lesson that the story's trying to tell you is that it's like sometimes it's like too late to change, and you should probably change. I don't know, soon, rather than waiting until you're about to die, because she had throat cancer also. Fatal or not, I don't know. I'm just assuming. Um, Kyutaro also is like one of the best bosses I've seen coming from anime or manga. He looked out for the main characters a lot. He he had the episode where he like took care of Miri while Rei and Kazuki were out doing a job, and it was nice of him to not immediately like send her home to her actual mom and leave him in the custody of Rei and Kazuki. So that was cool. I liked Anna, the daycare worker, mainly because she was goofy and she was really nice to the main characters. So I kind of like that too. And also, I liked it because she's like one of the few chubby characters I've ever seen in freaking anime. Those are insanely rare. Yeah, it was like a really good show. I really like the outro. I would sometimes try to sing it, dance to it. Same thing with freaking what was the other show? Oh no, I try to freaking remember. Ay, ay, ay. I feel like I have short term memory loss, but I don't. What freaking is it? Oh, freaking Summertime Rendering. God, I literally just freaking watched it. Yeah, but Summertime Rendering outro for the first half. Remember that. And same thing for Buddie Daddies. I'll remember that one too. So good show. I give it an 8 out of 10. Unfortunately, if they just like, of course, I wish for like the best of like everything. But if like Misaki wasn't killed and she was like instead like fatally wounded, and it like really woke her up into taking care of Miri, and she'd be like a stay at home parent while Rei and Kazuki were, I don't know, doing like day jobs or something. That'd be cool. So Miri isn't like motherless and fatherless. But really though, freaking Kazuki and Rei are the real fathers. They're the ones who stepped up, and they're there to take care of her. So I don't know. And also, I do like that the end credits too. The I do like that they decided to break away. Got a nice little cafe. Miri's still there. They had the whole grow up thing that they foreshadowed, where they thought she was gonna be a rebel. But I'm glad they actually did that, because this is like, it's only an anime original. They're not gonna do another season, so it's nice that they wrapped it up and gave us like a nice little. I think it's an epilogue or an after story, because you don't really get those too much. I don't think. But that was nice. Yeah, like a little bit of development with Ray. He started to cook, which he wasn't very good at before. I don't I don't know what else I could really ask for this show. It was pretty good. Just one season. Was it 13, 12 episodes? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was good. Moving on to the next one. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Um, didn't really like it. I don't really know the appeal of it too much. Maybe I'm consuming the content incorrectly, which I feel like I probably am. I'm giving it like a personally a 5 out of 10, just due to the amount of flashbacks that filled up episodes that are there's only 11 of, and I I don't really think the flashbacks really added anything personally to like the characters that were fighting within the dungeon, and especially versus the boss monster that just like ate the elf girl's allies and channels the power of for whatever reason. I don't really know what triggers it. But also, maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I don't think it was that good. I mean, the ending was cool, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, gets a 5 out of 10. Uh, Kubo won't let me be invisible. I think will be good. I haven't watched it yet, but I the only thing I really care about is if it like emphasizes the manga scenes that I used to read. That's all I really have for that. I think it'll be like a 7.5 maybe once I finish it. Inspector, I think it'll be good. I do like Kuro and Koto as a couple. Watching the first season, trying to figure out the girl who was killed by I think it was just like some metal beams that fell on her, and also the spirits too. I think some of the spirits were cute. I think the only thing that this first season suffered from was just the excessive amount of talking and no progress. But I don't know. Maybe it'll change for the second season. I think it will. I think just seeing like some of the freaking unfortunate spoilers and snippets, I think it will be good. I think there was like Ice Spirit, and it reminds me of like another anime that happened this season about I think it was like a cool spirited dude and the cool colleague or something like that. I absolutely butchered that title, but yeah, probably be similar to that. But instead it's the female who's the I don't know, the literal cold spirited. I don't know. What I'm trying to say. I think it'd be good. Spy Classroom. Uh, all the spies had certain stereotypes, which I feel like most. I don't even know if you count the show as like a harem show, but most like harem slash like romance shows, they have like obviously like each character has like a stereotype. I mean, this one kind of had that. I mean, it was like good, but not like I don't think it was anything special. So I think it's like a 6.5 out of 10. But also, I didn't really know what to expect from Spy Classroom. I thought it was gonna be them actually trying to kill the dude, but instead they go to some of them liking him instead, and some of them kind of like feeling indifferent, and they're just like there just because they're rejects, or they're not rejects. Because I have not read well, I haven't read, but I haven't watched the final episode. But I did see a betrayal, so I feel like the betrayal is a nothing burger, and they're not actually gonna go against the main dude. I feel like I need to make an effort to learn these learn these character names to do these reviews better. But the ones that I am interested in, I do have the names written down, like Handyman in Another World. Handyman in Another World. Saito, good character. He's He's like kind of like a jack of all trades. He's good at like repairing equipment. He's like a well, I mean, he's just a good handyman. I didn't really want to say. I want to say a different way, but no, he's good at lock picking. He's good at repairing equipment, making his own equipment. Because he did give Relisa, I think, if I'm not butchering the name, a gauntlet that has a blade that ejects out, kind of like freaking Assassin's Creed, or I don't know, Talon from League of Legends. So that's cool. I do like the Saito and Relisa love interest. I wonder if I read the manga if there's like any development in it at all. That's probably like the only way that I'd read it personally. And it's only because I like that she's a warrior. And to be honest, I don't think there's been too many anime recently where there's like a female warrior and the dude's like kind of not very good at combat. So this fit that the niche very well. Laugh a pan, laugh and pan. I don't know how to say the name where it sounds like it's correct, but the fairy. I do like the concept that she had, where she had to offer gold to offer gold to the moon in order to not shrink in size. I've never heard of that for fairies before, or read of it. Sounds like a cool concept. I do like Morlock being a forgetful wizard, and to be honest, I really wish that he would have just like stayed a skeleton. I don't know why they couldn't just keep him as a skeleton and have him operate normally. Because I mean, they seem to trust the main crew whenever they would tell them about something. Because I mean, he did have to go into the town as a skeleton, but I guess they really had to change him back because he wanted to have his dick back. And also, it was really funny too that the fairy took a bath within the cup that he uses, just so she could be like regular size for a second. That's very funny. And also very nasty. And also, how did he not tell? Could he not like the thing would have to have a smell? It's such a nasty thought. Why did I think of that? Anyways, freaking Liliza, the Axe Warrior. I don't know what else to really call her. I guess like Beast Hunter or Great Beast Hunter. She was pretty cool. I kind of wish that she would like join the main party because that's why I thought that she was getting introduced as instead of like a separate party. But another warrior girl that's pretty cool, especially with a massive axe and I think it was like some reptile scale armor. Yeah. I mean, same thing for like. Unfortunately, I didn't list her name, but the elf girl too with the claws. That was pretty neat. Along with her support, who is a priest. There's a lot of like cool characters, and I don't even know if I wrote his name correctly, but Gibble, who is Liliza's partner or just party member, having feelings for Saito. That was interesting. I wonder if Saito. I don't even know if Saito like directly like acknowledged that he has feelings for him, but just like it was just a good show. Mm-hmm. Although I might have to listen to the intro and outro. I think this was one of the shows where I just like skip the intro and outro and just get straight to the content. So I'm giving the show like a 7.5 out of 10. It was a good, like, I don't know, it's just good to watch. There's nothing really else I could say beyond that. I like the characters. The only thing I could think that could maybe be improved, um, and I would say like punishment for the main character dying. But I mean, they had to use resources in order to get him back. I don't really know. Maybe like some of the animation bits, like the eyeball totem thing that they had that fight within the dungeon. I don't know. I don't really know what they can improve. But I don't think I could just give the show just a straight up 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's about it for the last year reviews. Now, now for the 2023 spring anime. Uh, I just watched the trailer playlist for all these. So, in order the trailer playlist, which was from Crunchyroll, I got Vinland Saga. Apparently, Vinland Saga is just the continuation of the winter season, but I think it's just more of a focus on the Danes finally, probably like finding a prince or something. Unfortunately, I didn't really get much of the plot from watching the trailer because it's like mid-season. But I'm pretty sure the animation's done by the ones who did Attack on Titan, so it looks good from that standpoint. They do a good job on gore, but to be honest, I'm probably gonna wait for like the Blu-ray version, hopefully, if there is one, because I want to see the gore, because that's like the whole point. Like if I think of Vikings, I want to see blood. I want to see the axes, the freaking slicing people. I want to see Thorfinn going around freaking slicing people with his sword or something. Hopefully I'm getting the right name. I think it's Thorfinn, the main character, and not the giant Dane dude who's like 7 feet tall. Um, yeah, that's all I really have for that. Also, apparently it's accurate to how the Vikings actually were like in history, so that was cool. It's a good thing to learn. Increase my interest like a little bit. I might watch it. You got Demon Slayer, Swordsmith Village. Obviously, you got your recognizable like Japanese painting sword art. Uh, other than that, I don't think I will watch it because I unfortunately decided to do the dumbest thing, and of course, spoiling as per usual. I went to the Kimetsu Yaiba wiki and clicked through all the arcs because I was kind of getting tired. No, no, I don't want to say it because that'd be spoiling. That'd be wouldn't be very nice. But yeah, I read through too much of the wiki, and that's like the last thing you should ever do. You shouldn't even like try to learn the um I don't know, freaking any origin of a character or try to learn anything more about the swords or the sword arts that they use. You just don't do it because it just ended up freaking spoiling everything. And I was like, well, at this point, I might as well just see whatever happens in the other arcs too, and then just become really upset because I spoiled it. Only because I spoiled it. Anyways, my love story, Yamada-kun. Crap, can't remember exactly what happened, even though I literally just watched it. I don't. Is this not the level 99 one? This is Yamada-kun level 99, right? Hope I'm scrolling through my notes right now. I have. I'm pretty sure this is Yamada-kun 99. Crap, I have to Google on my phone real quick. Yamada. Yeah, it is Yamada-kun level 99. I think this one. I don't know why I wrote romance isekai on it, even though it's not isekai. It's literally just romance, and it's a real life with like a high school dude who plays video games. But I think it'll be okay. They didn't really say too much within the trailer. I mean, they just had like the main female uh playing a game, and then they announced that they sold like a lot of copies of the manga. I think it was like a 2 million or a million or something. They had like some big milestone, and that now they're announcing an anime. And she got declined in real life by her romantic love interest, and then she bumps into a wizard in the game and get literally bumped into by the dude who plays the wizard in real life, and then falls in love. So I'll probably watch that just because I like the romance isekai genres. Konosuba, what is it, like the explosive movie? Well, not explosive movie. Wait, is it? Oh my gosh, whatever it is. Konosuba, not interested. Um, Some to Another World for the second time. Probably gonna watch it. It has the isekai genre. I'm pretty sure the MC was a likable character, so that helps. I read the manga. I'm pretty sure because I do remember the military captain girl for whatever reason liking being abused by the MC, like physically abused by the MC. But other than that, the rest of it's a blank. So yeah, I'll probably watch it. Um, you got Kami Katsu working for God in another world. Well, working for God in a godless world. Uh, let's start with it's a isekai, so obviously, well, not really obviously, but it helps me become interested in the show. I watched the trailer and I was hooked into it. I saw a little bit of the site that they created apparently for the show, which was none of it's freaking translated to English, so I didn't really understand it. But I saw the like different personas of the goddess, and seeing that get incorporated into the comedy, I think will be very funny for me. Well, would be funny to me. So I think it'd be good there. Um, Also with the cover art for the show, the enemies look a little bit like Pain from freaking Naruto. Well, not really Pain from Naruto. I would think they actually look more like Bleach's Arankar and the Aizen arc, where they're mostly like just like black and white, but so that they just have the white look with something identifiable that's colored in. And then same with the other characters that were the other two that are on the lower right of the main two enemies, I guess. I try to search the freaking site to find their names, but I could not find them, or they just like don't have a picture. So doing my best there. I did Google Bleach's Iran car though, so if you want, you have like a visual there. But they have like, I, don't know, I think it'd be cool. They could do something creative with the white main color, and then I don't know, you have like a really intense looking like sky blue or something mixed in there. I think they could do something nice with it. And I do think it'll be funny. I'm hoping it'll be funny. Uh, Ranking of Kings. I didn't watch the first season, but it's interesting to learn from the description that I think it's Boji. Hopefully it's Boji. He's apparently unable to hear or do any combat, so he's like kind of relying on others. Well, he is relying on others. I think it. I might watch it maybe. The noses are unfortunately the only thing that I really came away from watching the trailer with because it's the only thing I can really remember. I don't know why they all had like, well, not really all of them, but most of them had kind of pointy noses, and I don't know. Some of the animation looked interesting. I don't really know what to expect with it, but it's not always a bad thing. I might try it, but I'll probably wait until like after this season's over and then rewatch. Well, not really rewatch, but I'll watch like the first season and then the second one. Maybe it'd be better for me. I don't know. You got Kuma Kuma Bear Punch. Didn't watch the first season, but really just looks like a show for, not really a show for, but a show about just girls doing, I guess, like cute things. Because I guess the scenario is basically bears don't exist within the isekai world. I think it's I think it's a isekai, right? I don't know. She does like some MMO type things, and then she says the word gamers within the trailer. So I'm pretty sure it's a isekai. But I mean, it's just basically it's like that birdie show where the girls are playing golf. It's kind of like that, but the show's like more MMO oriented because they have food eating where they can gas up Japanese cuisine and how it tastes. They have an MMO aspect to it, gathering materials, fighting, and I assume probably the whole main point of the show is finding more bears so they could show it to the royal family. Because I'm pretty sure that's what they did within the trailer. They literally just like showed a pair of bears to the royal family, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, they're like so cute" or something. So I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. Magical Destroyers. Apparently, the show setting is like in 2008. Apparently, they abolished otaku culture, and they're trying to bring it back. I don't really have any understanding of it personally because American slash EU. I don't really understand the otaku culture that much, but yeah, I'll for sure give it like a one episode watch and try to get it. Well, try to get into it, but they didn't really reveal too much. But I suppose they're just gonna do like a bunch of like uh references to otaku culture as they like try to bring it back. I assume and that's like the whole point of the show. While they're facing like some sort of organization that's like against otakus. That's probably it. Uh, Cafe Terrence and its Goddesses. The show will be really good. Easily, like I do like the MC. I'm reading. I've read like most of the manga. I think I'm just like missing like a few chapters, but easily very good. Hayato, likable, takes over his grandma's cafe. Uh, take care of the take cares of the girls who went to work there and had a I don't know what she was like relations with the grandma or Hayato's grandma. Um, whoops, I bumped my mic. I don't know. I think it should be good. I enjoyed reading the book. I like binged it. Well, not the book, but the manga. Um, a big fan of Akane and Ono from reading the manga. Mainly Akane, just mainly due to the hairstyle and it's really just like the visuals. Mainly just the hair. Um, Personally, I really think that the show, as soon as it's done, it should get more seasons. To be honest, there should be like a 24 episode season. Because I mean, it's just good. They have plenty of content for manga volumes, depending on how they release the anime, and hopefully the manga is doing well to justify more anime seasons. You know, possible spoilers, but I hope they do the restaurant versus well, not the restaurant, but the cafe versus cafe arc animated. That'd be cool. Uh, Aristocats Otherworldly Adventure. Skip. Don't care. Doctor Stone New World. Uh, Finally watched the trailer after saying that I would. It's basically, as the main character said, it's just the Treasure Island arc to attempt to depetrify other people, which is like the whole point of the show. You know, people got turned to stone, and I suppose this arc will hopefully reveal why everybody turned to stone in the first place, which I assume is just due to the girl that they. I'm assuming it's a girl that they showed within the trailer who was blocked out by the sun, who turned everybody to stone because, according to the trailer, everybody on the ship was petrified again, or some for the first time. Hell's Paradise, uh, Gembanaru apparently is a assassin who's a mortal. Unfortunately, I read the not really unfortunately. Never mind. I'm never gonna mention it. Uh, he's immortal and he would just wants to be with his wife again. So it plays a little bit on the immortal. You know, you're gonna see everybody die before you. You know, nobody's really gonna like live with you. You know, I think it was like I don't know what they call it within the show, but I'm gonna call it a powered up form that they showed with flames like on his shoulders, lean to like I'd say like upper abs, not really upper abs, upper pecs. That was cool. Remind me like a little bit of Demon Slayer, but it just like doesn't have a massive outline, I, helping you identify what's a the end of the flame or whatever ability is being used, whatever end of like the water or electricity, whoever's using it ability. Uh, I think it'll be interesting. Hell's Paradise. Mashal, Magic and Muscles. It's interesting. I don't know how much baking has to do with the show, but apparently Mash Brundead is unable to use magic, and he relies on his strength. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. I imagine it would be like I'm hoping for something kind of similar to like Dragon Ball, maybe. But instead of, it's just like magic and obviously just magic muscles. I could have thought of a better way to say that. But I'm hoping, the magic being like ki blast or whatever, beam attacks. I'm hoping he could literally just either punch it or just kick it and it would just like cancel out the spell. I'm hoping for something like that. And just to have like some really over exaggerated reactions to it. Because I'm pretty sure it's a comedy show as well. So I think I will be watching that one. Skip and Loafer. Not interested in drama shows, so I'm skipping. Uh, My Home Hero. It's it's possible that I might watch it, but I don't know. The whole premise is about a dude protecting his daughter. But his because his daughter was like getting abused, and the father kills his daughter's boyfriend, and apparently that boyfriend belonged to a crime syndicate, and now he's trying to save his daughter from the crime syndicate because she was gonna get killed by them, supposedly. I think that's the premise. But yeah, maybe. I don't know how the father is really gonna do that. They don't really give any. Unfortunately, there's like no biography, and I don't want to look at the wiki because I feel like the wiki's gonna spoil it. So I have his like my anime list to look at, but there's like nothing written about it. So I'm just gonna have to watch the first episode and see. Ancient Magus Bride. Apparently, this is a prequel, which I don't really understand how, but yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I watched the first season, and I remember it solely because my dad walked in on me. I'm pretty sure this also. I feel like this also came out in 2017, which like two other shows from the season came out. Um, he might have walked in on me a freaking a remotely sexual scene with Titan Titania or yeah, I was gonna say Titania. She was in the forest. I'm pretty sure she was like nude, and the show didn't really show it, but you had like you could imagine basically. And when I walked in on me, it was like a Sunday, and I just got done watching. I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball Super was airing at the same time of Ancient Magus Bride season 1. So yeah, that's like one of like the two times I remember somebody like walking in on me while I was watching anime, and it was like just memorable. But yeah, also I can't, unfortunately, when I was writing my notes, I mean even now, I cannot remember the animation where it was kind of similar, but the characters weren't really like in a relationship or anything, and they were just kind of like coexisting. There was like a an animation where a monster, he was kind of just like scribbles. He was kind of just like black scribbles, and he had like a pointy face, and basically this dude was just like taking care of a kid, and they were like he like gave the kid coffee and gave her pancakes once, and the pancakes were like really uh they were just extremely burnt. And then later on in the animation, the monster learned how to actually make pancakes, and he made them like really fluffy. And I don't know, that it kind of like reminds me of that. And also, there's a moment within the trailer where Ainsworth shows his true form. So I do want to see that. I would assume it's his true form. He has to have something under that massive cloak that he wears. Yeah, and also I like it's a unique form of magic too. I don't know if they're like necessarily like tied directly to spirits like some anime, but just the way that it's animated, I think it's interesting. The legendary hero is dead. I'm not too interested in this. I think a decent amount of people are actually interested in watching it, but personally, I'm not. I know the whole premise is about a, I guess like a side character killing the hero and taking over the hero's body, and now the hero is a zombie, and now he gets to, I don't know, live out his dream of being the hero. Personally, I'm not too big on it. I don't think I don't think it'll be good, but maybe I'll watch an episode and maybe it'll be better than reading it. I'll see. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts. It's literally almost identical to Ancient Magus Bride, so I'll probably give it a shot. And also, it's a playoff of Beauty and the Beast, pretty much. So why not? Masamune Kun Revenge R waited 6 years for the show. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how interested I am in the show still. Probably watch first episode and see what happens. Um, you got the reason Rail Lilia ended up at the Duke's mansion. I basically but yeah, a dude. Basically, a girl was like pushed off a roof, and now she's living within a story, and she's trying not to die, but she knows what happens within the book. Uh, probably, probably a skip. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I feel like they're going to do the same thing with like what Summertime Rendering did, where you know what's going to happen and they're going to like deviate from the story a little bit. And to be honest, I'm not really interested. Summertime Rendering did it really well, and I really have an interest in this. A Galaxy Next Door. I will definitely be watching this. It's kind of, I understand the thorn part where he touched her thorn and now she has to develop romantic feelings for him, but it's a romance story. Well, not a romance story, but a romance anime, so that helps. I'll probably watch it, most likely. Dead Mount, Dead Mount Death Play. The trailer didn't really give any story points, but I assume it's going to be just about a corpse god, have literally slash necromancer versus, I am assuming, literally himself, according to seeing like the My Anime List page, because they literally look exactly the same. So I don't know. I probably need to like watch the first episode and hopefully they reveal like what's gonna happen. I'm really hoping they don't wait till like halfway through the season, then they're like, oh, here's the plot, here's what happened, here's why you don't remember anything, you have like amnesia. uh Ayaka, hopefully pronouncing correctly. There's literally no description for the YouTube or My Anime List for this thing. I don't think there's a page for it, but apparently the same VA for the MC for Spy classroom is in this show as Ibuki Aka. So probably get a trip. Probably watch it just due to the voice actor being recognizable. And funnily enough, I don't have the dude's name. Yuri is my job. Skip. Not interested in anything that has. Rokudo's Bad Girls. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I remember this now. I have it listed. Reading this while I was growing up. That's no. I don't know why I wrote that. I read it like in freaking high school. Anyways, I remember the side characters being likable. The Misaru and Kota, who are the general and the I'm assuming it's just a gamer as the other guy or an otaku, whatever it is. But I think this will be a pretty good anime. And also, I recognize. Well, I don't really recognize, but the art style is basically just like very similar to how it looked within the manga. And I think that's pretty impressive to do. I don't think very many shows exactly have like a very unique like art style, and they try to mimic it within the anime. Besides like, never mind. Besides like Demon Slayer, I don't know. I should have thought more when I freaking wrote these notes. Anyways, Rakudo's Bad Girls. I think it'll be good. I'll probably watch it. Kuzuna no Halil, if that's how you say it. It's basically just like an anime about the VTuber Kuzuna AI. Uh, definitely gonna skip. To be honest, I don't think this show will really be too interesting. I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna kind of have your cameos from like I don't know V Shoujo or Hololive, and it's probably it. I mean, like personally, I used to watch Kuzuna. I watched like maybe like 4 years ago when she would like talk like directly into the screen about some random topic or something, or she would like try to learn English. But other than that, I didn't really kind of stop. And now all apparently all that I've seen that they post is just music videos. Well, teach their own. I mean, sometimes VTubers post like some really good music, but yeah, a skip. And in another world with my smartphone too, well, season two, and yeah, it's another freaking 2017 show. Uh, yeah, not interested. Surprisingly enough, it's been freaking again 6 years, and the animation doesn't really change for these shows that are coming from like 2017. But yeah, that's about all the 2023 spring animes that are, well, spring anime shows that are coming up. I think out of all these, Rakuda's Bad Girls probably has like the most identifiable anime art style. Oh, I'm just going through the list real quick and seeing. Yeah, I think it really does. So hopefully they get a reward if they're aiming for it. Because I don't know. I'm surprised. I'm glad that they didn't decide to like go through the generic style of animation the other studios do. I'm glad that they kept their. Hopefully, they stay completely identical to the manga. They don't like leave anything out, unless it's like absolutely necessary and it's like needless filler. Yeah. Uh, that's about it for this episode. I'll talk to you next week. Peace.